was young, I had 2 pair of leaves. Besides that, the pinstripes and the gray. The one I wore on Mondays and Wednesdays. While niggas flirt, I'm sewing tigers on my shirt and alligators. You wanna see the inside? I see you later. They come the drama. Oh, that's that nigga with the fake. Wow, why you punch me in my face? Stay in your place, play your position. Here come my intuition. Go in this nigga pocket, rob him while his friends watch it. And hoes clock it. Here comes respect. His crew's your crew, or they might be next. Look at they man, big man, they never try, so we roll with them. I stole with them, I mean loyalty. Niggas bought me milks at lunch. The milks with chocolate, the cookies, butter crunch, 80 lunch, 80 lunch. Long as I got stuff for most of them soft. Even when I was wrong, I got my point across. They depicted me the boss. Of course, my orange box cutter make the world go round. Plus I'm fucking bitches ain't my homegirls now. Start stacking, dabbled in crack, gun packing. Nickname Medina, made the scenes, took my Ninas. From gym class to in-glass, pass off for global. The only nigga with a mobile. Can't you see like total? Getting larger in waist and taste. Ain't no telling where this felon is heading. Just in case, keep a shell at the tip of your melon. Clear the space. Your brain was a terrible thing to waste. Realizing to master enterprise, and I ain't have to be in school by 10. I then began to encounter with my counterparts of how to burn the block apart. Break it down into sections. Drugs by these selections. Some use pipes, others use injections. Syringe sold separately. Frank the deputy, quick to grab my Smith & Wesson like my dick was missing. To protect my position, my corner, my layer. While we out here, say the hustler's prayer. If the game shakes me or breaks me, I hope it makes me a better man. Take a better stand, put money in my mom's hand. Get my daughter this college plan, so she don't need no man. Stay far from timid, only make moves when your heart's in it. And live the phrase, sky's the limit. Motherfucker. 88. And live the phrase, sky's the limit. Put money in my mom's hand. Get my daughter this college plan, so she don't need no man. Stay far from timid, only make moves when your heart's in it. And live the phrase, sky's the limit. Never been as broke as me. I like that. When I was young, I had 2 pair of leaves. Besides that, the pinstripes and the gray. The one I wore on Mondays and Wednesdays. While niggas flirt, I'm sewing tigers on my shirt and alligators. You wanna see the inside? I see you later. Here come the drama. Oh, that's that nigga with the fake. Wow, Why you punch me in my face? Stay in your place, play your position. Become my intuition. Go in this nigga pocket, rob him while his friends watch it, and hoes clock it. Here comes respect. His crew's your crew, or they might be next. Look at they man, big man, they never try, so we roll with them. Stole with them, I mean loyalty. Niggas bought me milks at lunch. The milks with chocolate, the cookies, butter crunch, 80. Long as I got stuff for most of them soft. Even when I was wrong, I got my point across. They depicted me the boss. Of course, my orange box cutter make the world go round. Plus I'm fucking bitches ain't my homegirls now. Start stacking, dabbled in crack, gun packing. Nickname Medina, made the scenes, took my Ninas. From gym class to in-glass, pass off for global. The only nigga with a mobile. Can't you see like total? Getting larger in waist and taste. Ain't no telling where this felon is heading. Just in case, keep a shell at the tip of your melon. Clear the space. Your brain was a terrible thing to waste. While we out here, say the hustler's prayer. If the game shakes me or breaks me, I hope it makes me a better man. Take a better stand, put money in my mom's hand. Get my daughter this college plan, so she don't need no man. Stay far from timid, only make moves when your heart's in it. And live the phrase, sky's the limit. Motherfucker. 88. And live the phrase, sky's the limit. Take a better stand, put money in my mom's hand. Get my daughter this college plan, so she don't need no man. Stay far from timid, only make moves when your heart's in it. And live the phrase, sky's the limit. A nigga never been as broke as me. I like that. When I was young, I had 2 pair of leaves. Besides that, the pinstripes and the gray. The one I wore on Mondays and Wednesdays. While niggas flirt, I'm sewing tigers on my shirts and alligators. You wanna see the inside? I see you later. Here come the drama. Oh, that's that nigga with the fake. Wow, why you punch me in my face? Stay in your place, play your position. Become my intuition. Go in this nigga pocket, rob him while his friends watch it, and hoes clock it. Here comes respect. His crew's your crew, or they might be next. Look at they man, big man, they never try, so we roll with them. Stole with them, I mean loyalty. Niggas bought me milks at lunch. The milks with chocolate, the cookies, butter crunch, 80. Long as I got stuff for most of them soft. Even when I was wrong, I got my point across. They depicted me the boss. Of course, my orange box cutter make the world go round. Plus I'm fucking bitches ain't my homegirls now. Start stacking, dabbled in crack, gun packing. Nickname Medina, made the scenes, took my Ninas. From gym class to in larger and wasting taste. Ain't no telling where this felon is heading. Just in case, keep a shell at the tip of your melon. Clear the space. Your brain was a terrible thing to waste. Realizing to master enterprise and I ain't have to be in school by 10. I then began to encounter with my counterparts of how to burn the block apart. Break it down into sections. Drugs by these selections. Some use pipes, others use injections. Syringe sold separately. Frank the deputy, quick to grab my Smith & Wesson like my dick was missing. To protect my position, my corner, my layer. While we out here, say the hustler's prayer. If the game shakes me or breaks me, I hope it makes me a better man. Take a better stand, put money in my mom's hand. Get my daughter this college plan, so she don't need no man. Stay far from timid, only make moves when your heart's in it. And live the phrase, sky's the limit. Motherfucker. 88. And live the phrase, sky's the limit. Take a better stand, put money in my mom's hand. Get my daughter this college plan, so she don't need no man. Stay far from timid, only make moves when your heart's in it. And live the phrase, sky's the limit. A nigga never been as broke as me. I like that. When I was young, I had 2 pair of leaves. Besides that, the pinstripes and the gray. The one I wore on Mondays and Wednesdays. While niggas flirt, I'm throwing tigers on my shirt and alligators. You wanna see the inside? Huh? I see you later. They come the drama. Oh, that's that nigga with the fake. Wow, why you punch me in my face? Stay in your place, play your position. Become my intuition. Go in this nigga pocket, rob him while his friends watch it, and hoes clock it. Here comes respect. His crew's your crew, or they might be next. Look at they man, big man, they never try, so we roll with them. I stole with them. I mean loyalty. Niggas bought me milks at lunch. The milks with chocolate, the cookies, butter crunch, 80 ounce. I had enough heart for most of them, long as I got stuff for most of them soft. Even when I was wrong, I got my point across. They depicted me the boss. Of course, my orange box cutter make the world go round. Plus I'm fucking bitches ain't my homegirls now. Start stacking, dabbled in crack, gun packing. Nickname Medina, made the scenes, took my Ninas. From gym class to in-glass, pass off for global. The only nigga with a mobile. Can't you see like total? Getting larger and wasting taste. Ain't no telling where this felon is heading. Just in case, keep a shell at the tip of your melon. Clear the space. Your brain was a terrible thing to waste.
Man. Ooh.
Shit. How you guys doing, man?
What is going on, guys? I apologize for the long wait screen. Some technical difficulties on our end before, but hopefully we can get all those tackled before, and I hope we did get all those tackled before the show starts, man. So, with that, let's hop right into this intro, man. We've wasted enough time. So, what the hell is going on, guys? We are back with yet again another edition of the Notorious podcast, man. This is episode 141, I believe. Yes, 141. On the road to 150, man. Yet again, another edition of the Notorious podcast, man. If this is your first time watching, you guys do not know how the show works. Every Monday, we are on here with Notorious Unscripted after Monday Night Raw, and every Friday at 4 p.m. Central, we are live on here with the news, man. And speaking of this past Monday's edition of Unscripted, is WWE wasting Bronson Reed's return for The Miz? That is episode 120, 122. 122. That is episode 122, man. And if you guys did miss that, you guys can now watch that on all platforms, man. Anchor, Spotify, Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts. And if you want to see it first, join us right here every Monday after Monday Night Raw for Notorious Unscripted, man. So, with that, if this is your first time watching and you guys have not got a chance to get your hands, or if you're a regular listener and you guys have not got the chance to get your hands on some of the beautiful, beautiful official Notorious Heels podcast merchandise, you guys can now find this live on the merch shop right now. That is bonfire.com. Link is at the top of the description of this video, and it is also in either mine or Sir K's social media pages, man. It is not hard to find whatsoever. You can get all 8 of these beautiful designs on live, like I said, on the merch shop right now, man. The Chicago flag design, the skyline design, the base logo design, the best kept secrets to the IWC, the Riddler inspired shirt, the scratch logo design, the only community that matters design, the uncrowned kings of the IWC, and the Christmas merch, man, for this Christmas episode of the podcast, man. So again, that is available on all available at the top of the description of this video. Yes, live on Bonfire right now, man, and you could also find it in either mine or Sir K's social media pages, man. So with that, if this is your first time watching, you guys do not know who we are here at the Notorious Heels podcast. I am Johnny Mayhem, one half of the hosts of this very show, and as for the other half, we got my man Sir K here. How's it going, man? And happy fucking birthday, man. His birthday was yesterday, guys. So
Yeah.
if you didn't already wish him a happy birthday, man, please.
Thank you, man. Thank you, and thank you for everybody on Twitter that reached out. Thank you all. Instagram too. Thank all you guys, man. Thank you. But my day was good, man. I've been good. Just been chilling, bro. We hung out for a little bit yesterday. It was awesome.
That's right.
And I've been chilling, bro. I've been chilling. Just a pretty normal, good ass day, bro. Been pretty normal. But
Yeah, man.
like usually, Durante's here to ask, how's life? How's the family? Life's good. Family's good, man. What about everybody in chat, man? What about you, bro? How you doing?
Yeah, man, I'm good, bro. I'm good. Yeah, just man, it does. So it's weird because it it feels like we're in the Christmas season, but it doesn't feel like it's tomorrow. Type thing. Like I don't know, man. I don't know that it's yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy, man. So yeah, we've came up on the new year so fast. So also, let me go ahead. Yes, I'm good. I'm good, man. As Durante usually asks, man, I'm good. Family's good. Yeah, man. Yeah, that's about it, though. That's about it. But yes, what about you, Durante? In the spirit of you, and how the hell is everybody else in chat, man? How is everybody else in chat? Yeah, man. So, yes, how the hell are you? What is going on, Bill? Yeah, man. So that is that's pretty much about it, though. That's pretty much about it. Nothing really too much. And yeah. So also forgot to go over this, as that seems to be the theme of today. This is The Notorious podcast will be presenting the annual year-end awards on Wednesday, December 28th, 2022, 3 p.m. Central. Categories will be posted soon. So that is next Wednesday. Well, at this point, this upcoming Wednesday. So yeah, man, this upcoming Wednesday, 3 p.m. Central, we will be live with the year-end awards. And speaking of those categories, these are the categories for the year, man. Men's Superstar of the Year, Women's Superstar of the Year, Tag Team, Faction, Breakout Star, Show, Moment, Match, Failed Run, Return/Debut, Letdown, Worst Booking Decision, Career Resurgence, and Shocking Controversy of the Year. All 14 categories. We will have the nominees posted shortly. But yeah, man, all 14 of these categories, man, we will be going over the winners to them again next Wednesday, December 28th. Yeah, man. So that's
Hell yeah, man! I can't wait.
definitely, man, definitely. Insomnia is kicking my ass, but I'm doing good. I'm sorry to hear that.
That
Man.
sucks.
Hey, we hope you're feeling better soon. It sucks, man. So close to Christmas.
Literally.
Yeah,
Hope it all
sucks.
goes good.
Yeah, definitely, Bill. So, yeah, man. So, year-end awards again. The nominees will be posted soon for each category, man. But yeah, so yes, this is man, it's so crazy. This is the Christmas episode. That's crazy.
I know. It does not feel like it at all.
No. All right, man. So we got a bunch of interesting stories to go over today with you guys, man. So the first one that we wanted to go over, it's one you see on the thumbnail that we made, man. WWE is set to continue the Rhodes and Rollins feud. So when I seen this originally, I was like, oh, okay, because they didn't really specify, they don't really specify in the title of the article when exactly they're going to be resuming this, but, you know, definitely coming back to it at one point, I'm totally fine with that. I know a lot of people got sick and tired of Rhodes versus Rollins, but personally, I enjoyed it a lot. I thought it was really good. Man. I mean, they always had great matches, but they definitely got like so much more comfortable chemistry wise towards the end of Cody's run. I really enjoyed it, man. And again, they gave us 3 really good matches during their trilogy, but which I don't think Seth won a single one of those.
Nope. 0-0-0.
Damn.
Bro got 3 L's.
Maybe they're going to start their best of 7 series when they come back, man.
I was going to say, they might do that.
Golly, Rollins starts off already down fucking 0-3 zip.
God damn. I know Seth will do a football version of that. His football of an ass.
Yeah. So according to Wrestling Observer Radio, WWE will pick back up with the Cody Rhodes and Seth Rollins feud upon Cody's return on Raw after Hell in a Cell 2022, where Seth took him out. So there's a negative to this. There's a huge negative, but then there's also the reality of the situation. I'm not going to call it a positive. There's kind of just reality of the situation. So the negative, the overwhelming negative about this is Cody Rhodes, with all due respect to Seth Rollins, and that's not saying nothing against Seth, because you guys all know how I feel. I personally, I think, you know, Seth night 1, Cody night 2. I've said that to you guys for a minute now. Each of them take the titles. So the thing with this is WWE, WWE doesn't realize you don't need to be putting Cody Rhodes in a full-blown feud again when it's WrestleMania season and he needs to be challenging for the World Championships. And if you're Triple H, I genuinely do not know how you look at the situation that you have in front of you and you do not say, Cody Rhodes versus Roman Reigns at WrestleMania. I don't know how that's a
Literally.
thing. I don't.
I don't know what else you're thinking of, but it's not bigger than Cody and Roman.
So the thing is, the thing is the reality of the situation here is that WWE unfortunately left the door open on Cody's way out to continue this feud. And after all, judging off what they did, which was leave the door open for another Cody Rhodes versus Rollins match when he comes back, was WWE going to continue this feud throughout the whole summer? And how bad would that have been for both of them? Because,
Oh God.
dude, I mean, look, it was, Cody and Seth, they were pumping out good matches and stuff like that. But how long was WWE honestly going to run with that before it just ran completely dry and into the ground?
I think their plan was, and it's funny looking at what's happening on fucking Dynamite because they're just making jokes about it. They were probably planning not to actually, do a best of 7, but book it like, all right, he gets a bunch of losses, and then he'll get a bunch of wins, and we'll see who wins the feud from there. I think that was the plan. If that feud wasn't done by the end of match 3, they were planning something like that, and that's just funny in retrospective.
Yeah. So, oh man, it really is. It really is. So, with and also another reality of the situation too is with Triple H, Cody might not be the option. That's the other reality of the situation.
Yeah,
This motherfucker might just have Cody Rhodes just walk into WrestleMania and just do something,
just
just
something.
just some random shit on the Mania card. Meanwhile, everybody, literally since last year's WrestleMania, has said Cody versus Roman next year at WrestleMania. Literally from night one. Like, this isn't new. This isn't something that just popped up on somebody's fantasy booking and then the whole rest of the IWC just went with it. Dude, this has been the thing for like a whole entire year now. Cody Rhodes beats Roman Reigns at WrestleMania 39 and takes both championships or one or whatever. He beats Roman at WrestleMania 39. No, regardless what it's for. So this is, I don't know, man. This is incredibly frustrating. This is incredibly frustrating considering the fact that you're supposed to be going full gear into WrestleMania season, and if Cody Rhodes isn't pointing somewhere towards Roman Reigns for WrestleMania season, you're giving a lot of fans the indication that that isn't your plan, and that is not the right plan because, dude,
That's the whole reason he's here.
yes, the bloodline, man. I mean, dude, they've had all these championships literally since I think the Usos won the tag titles at Money in the Bank 2021. So, dude, I mean, these guys have legitimately had a stranglehold, and then up until this year, they took the belts on the other show, so that just made the problem 10 times worse because it went from SmackDown being the brand where nobody could succeed as far as championships go, unless you're the Intercontinental Champion, to the same thing on Monday Night Raw. Is the only titles the other guys can hold, as far as the singles division goes, is the the Intercontinental title or the United States Championship, and that just isn't enough, quite frankly.
Exactly.
That is supposed to be the championship for your mid card, or not for your mid card, but maybe your guys that you are grooming for the main event.
Exactly. Your smaller stories, your smaller level guys. That's what that's for. Not everybody. That's not the goal of the brand.
So, my God, bro, is Cody Rhodes about to walk into WrestleMania and fight for the United States Championship?
Bro, if he actually does, like he said, bro, we buying a toy fucking U.S. title, and we laughing our ass off, man, because
Dude.
it's just sad that the whole reason he came to this company was to do that, win the title at WrestleMania for his father. And if he doesn't do that, he ain't coming back. He ain't staying here. He's going back. He's going home. And people were saying at WrestleMania last year that he's home. Nah, bro, this is his vacation house. He about to go home.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I don't know how you could call that. I don't know how you could call WWE Cody Rhodes. Maybe that's his childhood house, but I mean, as
Yeah,
an
where he lives in
adult,
his family.
exactly. We all know how much he loves his family. So, Cody Cody Rhodes under Triple H could really go one or two directions. Triple H can
Mm-hmm.
really fuck him over, or Triple H could just be cool with him and do the right thing. And if this is any indication, we're not completely steering off the road, but we're kind of starting to.
Mm-hmm.
So the other thing, and I seen Bell put it in the comments, is the other thing I was thinking that can be a positive out of this is, do they cap this off at the Royal Rumble? Does Cody come out number 1 instead of number
Right.
30? And does Seth come out number 2? And do they wrestle the whole entire match together? You know what I mean? That's one
That'd be
thing.
good.
And you could do the blow off in the feud there where Seth eventually gets dumped over by Cody, or and Seth gets pissed off and works his way to an elimination chamber to where maybe he gets the other championship match. Or like Bell's saying in the comments, do they have Cody win the Rumble and then have the blow off at elimination chamber while Roman is defending the titles in the chamber? That's
Yeah.
something that's interesting as well. Do they have Cody and Seth meet in the Royal Rumble? Do they have Cody dump Seth over to kind of rekindle the fire, and then they have one last match at Elimination Chamber? Because then after Chamber, you can start the real feud between Roman and Cody. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
So that's another good way that they can level it out. You know, this Mania season, it's really not hard, but for WWE, it's easy to fuck up.
It
It's,
is
you
very
know,
easy to fuck it up.
it's going to be very easy to fuck it up. But as far as the groundwork and things you have to do, it's fairly easy what needs to happen here, because all of this stuff is simple. Somebody wins the Rumble, the other guy wins the Chamber. Roman defends both nights, and how you get him there is maybe Cody Rhodes tells Adam Pearce or Roman Reigns or whoever he needs to fucking tell he just wants a WWE championship because he doesn't want to do what Roman did. And like me and you were talking about last night, what me and you were talking about last night for birthday is that fits like a glove for Cody's character. Is
Oh yeah.
he's not gonna want to hog both brands because he
Yeah,
knows he's on
no.
Raw, so he just hands the other one over. He goes the Keith Lee route. So yeah, man.
Could Yeah, no, you know him. I don't want to hog the opportunities of the future. Yeah, I'll talk for fucking 5 minutes about fucking the future of fucking SmackDown and their fucking championship. But yeah, man, I mean, they got the path laid down, man. They got to go down the right ones because they don't, man, and they fuck up Cody Rhodes. And it's just sad to see, bruh. That's just sad to see. And then Bell says, here's another thing to think of. Triple H loved Dusty, so I don't know if he would want to do anything that is true. He does love Dusty, bro. What he did for NXT is, NXT. That's the whole reason NXT is NXT. But I hope that puts into
Yeah.
the Cody situation where he's like, you know what, you ain't that bad, bro. I'll push you. I hope so, man. I hope so.
Yeah, man. Yeah, definitely. And I would I would love to see Triple H do something like that, but then the thing is, when Cody Rhodes left WWE, in 2016, he had a big problem with Triple H because Triple H was the first one to pull the Dusty card on him. Well, how could you want to leave? I gave your father a job when,
That's
you
true.
know, when so is Triple H going to go back to that card and be like, well, you know, you left and you didn't care about your father, so I don't care about your father either. And I'm not, well, you know, not that he doesn't care, but I'm not just going to
Yeah,
push you because I was cool with your father. You know what I
I
mean?
can see
So,
that too.
you know, Triple H can be a motherfucker if he don't like you, man, and so
He
can
will
his
be, bro.
boys too, apparently. Uh, but yeah, man, I mean, it's interesting, bro. It's interesting, and you know, like I said, is Triple H going to pull that card? Is Triple H going to pull that card on Cody this time? Or is he gonna? Sorry, is he gonna pull that card on Cody again? Is he gonna pull the Dusty card on Cody again? So that's that's the interesting part, man. So I don't know, man. I think there's ways you can continue this feud and have it end in early 2022. Personally, what I would do is, although another match at the Elimination Chamber, like Bell was saying, obviously it sounds great. Just one more match between those guys. Although I would like that, what I would do is I would do the thing in the Rumble. I would do the thing in the Rumble, and I would do the thing in the Rumble. I would have Cody eliminate Seth, have Seth kind of end it there, and then I would have Seth go on and earn another shot in the uh, in the Elimination Chamber. So I would have those guys be the first two in the match, and I would have them be the last two in the match. Personally, but yeah, man, it should be interesting, man. It should be interesting to see. But man, if they are going into Mania season, full blown Mania season, which Mania season doesn't really start in terms of on TV until they start, when they start getting feuds down and stuff. Mania season doesn't really start until probably after Elimination Chamber. That's when they start actually doing the feuds, because you have that awkward period in Mania season where somebody wins the Rumble and then they kind of just have to like wait to start their feud.
Be busy.
So it's kind of, yeah, so they're just busy with like the most random shit on the planet. But you know, I mean, that is what I can hope for, man. Because Jesus, they better not go into full blown WrestleMania season with these two guys, because that is not good. Cody needs to be going for that world championship, and if he's not, there is a big problem still in this company, with these motherfuckers being tone deaf as tone deaf can be. You know, yeah, not a good, that would not be a good look, not at all. Yeah, man. So, man, speaking of the Royal Rumble, we mentioned this to you guys briefly. We briefly mentioned this to you guys on Monday, but there is a rumor going around that WWE is planning to hold they completely butchered this. Well, if they think this is the only 40-man Royal Rumble, nobody has watched the 2011 Royal Rumble, apparently. But I digress. I digress. But look, WWE is planning to hold the only 40-man Royal Rumble. Big surprises are coming. Well, look, motherfucker. You had one that you just debuted on Monday Night Raw for the holy fuck of it, for no damn reason, and that's one less surprise for your Royal Rumble. I have no idea. That's a different story, man. But look, I don't know if I'm rocking with this, man. I don't think this is needed whatsoever. I mean, no.
Like we were talking about the other night with just each other, man. Why you don't need to have 40 if you don't fill up the 30 with random members of tag teams and factions.
Oh,
Don't put all fucking 3 of the members of the New Day in that
yeah.
shit.
Here comes Chad Gable. What? Here comes
No.
Dominic Mysterio.
Here comes Angelo Hawkins.
Like, what?
Like, no, don't put them in
We all
that
know how
shit.
that went last time anyway. The Cole fucked
Literally.
his name up, man. Angelo Hawkins.
Like, we know none of these people are gonna win. Just put just singles people in there, and you'll have more than enough slots to debut everybody you want to debut. I don't like the idea of the 40-man rumble. I think it's overkill, and I don't like that idea at all. If you just book a Royal Rumble good, and even let's say if you have like 4 more people you want to debut around that season, do 2 of them the day after the Rumble, and you can save a couple for the draft maybe. Yeah, I mean, you don't need to put them all in the Rumble, bro. A 40-man Rumble sounds miserable. I
It
would
does.
hate watching a 40-man Rumble.
We all know how that greatest Royal Rumble went, too. That's the other thing. Yo, what up, Durante? How's it going, bro?
What's up, Durante?
We all know how that greatest Royal Rumble went, too, man. I mean, dude, that was so dreadful. Just fit, bro. Golly.
Just hours of nobodies.
Literally. And that's all it was, too, especially in Saudi Arabia, because in Saudi Arabia, you don't have access to everybody. There's a lot of guys that aren't going to do it, you know?
You got those desperate fucking old guys that need money.
Yeah.
Fucking hurricanes showing up and shit.
I actually think... Wasn't the greatest Royal Rumble the only time Bryan went to Saudi Arabia?
I think it was.
Because I remember he was in that match for, like, the whole thing. He was in that match for, like, an hour and a half. But, man. So, WWE, yeah, this is not a good rumor. This is not a good rumor whatsoever. I hope this doesn't happen, bro. Because if it is, this is just WWE trying to squeeze random faction members into the Royal Rumble, just like they did in 2011. It was literally just so they could get the Nexus and I believe the new Nexus in the Royal, or the Core and the new Nexus. It was literally they made a 40-man Royal Rumble just so they could put both factions and every member from each faction in the group. That was literally the only reason why that happened. So,
and in every Rumble ever, even the good ones, you could take like 10 of those people out and switch them on people every year. They always put at least 10 nobodies that shouldn't be in there in the fucking match.
Yeah, I mean, it's just, yeah, not a good idea whatsoever. Just, instead of putting faction people in there, just put your most prestigious people there, and then you'll have room for some really cool surprises, and it'll be great. You know what I mean? And when I say surprises, I don't want Triple H to bring his boys out there. I don't want to see the Road Dogg, Jesse James, in the fucking Royal Rumble match. I don't want to see Shawn Michaels. I want to see people cool. I want to see people from other companies if you have it in you. And I want to see people from NXT. I want to see some cool people, man. So, yes, however, the answer is not a 40-man Royal Rumble. That sounds awful. Especially if we sit through all that and The Rock ends up winning the fucking Royal Rumble match. I mean,
bro,
can you imagine?
Sit through 40 people and The Rock wins? Fuck that.
Yeah, no thank you. So, yeah, man, that is the ongoing rumor. Again, it is just a rumor, so do not take any of that as concrete. Just a rumor going around the realm of WWE right now. Speaking of WWE, man, Big E provides a update on his return to the wrestling ring. Big E had this to say. He was on These Urban Times, and he said, "I have to get some more scans at the 1 year mark in March, and then we'll
Dang.
see how everything is looking, but we'll see from there." Since then, Big E has actually been coaching at the WWE tryouts,
Nice.
being that he was I believe was saying that he can relate to it because at one point he was a football player who had no idea what he was going to do with his life, and he can relate to a lot of those people once the dream gets closed in your face and you have no
Mm-hmm.
idea what to do in your life. WWE was an option for him, so he's been coaching at those. And yeah, man, Big E's just been so positive, man. He's been so positive, and it's really such a great thing to see. Big E is really a great guy, man. And yes, I wish him the best. I wish him the best, and I hope we could see him soon, man. I hope we could see him sometime next year. Because he is missed, man. He is missed, and I think he can add. I think he could add something to the New Day once he comes back, man. So, yes, I wish
Definitely,
him the
man.
best.
Same, man. Same. I hope it all goes well, man. Those things are always the worst, man. So hope it goes well, man. He could be back as soon as and healthy as possible, man. And I'm glad he seems like he's doing good at least, man. And I hope he is.
Definitely, definitely, bro. So, hmm,
Don't we have news on the new day?
I don't think so.
Oh, thought we did.
Yeah,
Because I thought there
cause
was that story about the contracts.
we do, but that's also in correlation to our last story.
Mm,
So, yeah, man, Lacey Evans.
this woman.
Lacey Evans, the drill sergeant. Tut. Lacey
Oh,
Evans
Lord.
trends after posting autism and ad conspiracy theory. Oh, jeez.
Yeah, God, Brian Kendrick got one of
Yeah, I
those.
was going to say, we got another Brian Kendrick here. Lacey Evans is under fire and trending on Twitter after sharing a conspiracy theory about autism and ADD. Oh my god, I said ad. I'm so fucking stupid. Okay, the the article was Lacey Evans trends after posting autism and ADD conspiracy theory, not ad.
Was
Fucking A.
advertising for some shit?
All right, Lacey Evans is under fire and trending on Twitter after sharing a conspiracy theory about autism and ADD. The wrestler shared a clip of a conspiracy theory from criticalhealthnews.com on her Instagram story featuring two men casting doubt on autism and ADD diagnosis numbers and claimed that developmental disabilities didn't exist before. Lacey Evans was called out for sharing this post. She took to Twitter and doubled down on what she shared before deleting it. She wrote, "I watched a video on the impact of processed food and is having our children and I shared the video. Y'all are insane." Another tweet read, "Side note, like everything else in life, headlines are misleading." She literally says there has been a huge difference in health since eating processed foods. So, the best part is, as soon as she went trending on Twitter, a old ad came up of her and of her doing a commercial, and it was her and her daughter promoting Oscar Mayer processed food, which they, in their self, do not have the best reputation in the food industry. Let's just say that. So, dude, Lacey Evans, man, bro, what do you even say? What do you even say to something like this, man? I mean, just why? Why was that? Why did that have to be said? First of all, man, I don't know, man. I don't know. A lot of people are calling for her to be fired. Um, I mean, she's not really that good anyway. I don't think it would really be that big of a difference if I'm being 100% honest with you. She has literally been brought back to television, repackaged, came back, went left again, came back as a fucking drill sergeant. I mean, it's just it's why at this point? Why is she there? Why is she there?
Fucking
She
sucks.
dude, I mean seriously. I don't know, man. I don't know. However, like I said, man, same thing with Mr. Brian Kendrick. I mean, what do you even say to something like this? I mean, just why?
Yeah, these people need help, bro. I swear to God. Like it's why is she employed, bro? She's fucking garbage, bro. She's literal garbage and on TV garbage. Get her the hell out of here, bro. She never had a good character. Never had a good anything. She fucking sucks, man. And the fact that she doubled down on it always makes that shit worse. Like, if half the time they'll give a BS apology, and it's the end of the day. But like, you're gonna double down on it. Yeah, you're gonna double down on it. Like, come on, bro. Come on. Yeah, I just hate that type of shit. I hate those people, man. She's horrible for that shit, obviously, and ain't no point. She's not good in any capacity, bruh. Fire her. Let the fans be happy, bruh. Fire her ass. You ain't losing nothing. You gaining money to spend on someone that could actually, be good. So I don't get it. She has like 12 different gimmicks at this point.
Yeah.
Just fire her, bruh. Fuck 'em. Fire her. Pull a Brian Kendrick, bruh. Pull the plug. Cause good lord.
Yeah, man. I mean, it really. I mean, just why? I mean, dude. And again, like I said, this is the same woman who was on an Oscar Mayer commercial. And again, they do not have the best reputation in the food industry. This is a woman who was on a commercial with her daughter for processed food. So you repost something talking about you repost something talking about autism and
Process.
ADD, and then you switch that so, somehow to processed food. I mean, how the fuck? I mean, what?
And another random thing. They were talking about how they don't believe it, but they were saying that processed food causes it. So you believe it causes something you don't believe in? Like what? First of all, you ain't make sense in the first place. Second of all, both those points are stupid as hell. And you are literally in Oscar Mayer ads. Like, lady, come on, bruh. I don't get those type of people, bruh. I don't get it.
No, it looks again. You know, why can't these wrestlers just be normal people half the time?
Bro, just shut the hell up on Twitter, bruh.
I
Like,
mean, why do they gotta act
if,
like fucking weirdos, bro?
if we are all betting people, we could just imagine if AJ Styles was in that boat, what he would be saying, bruh. But the thing is about AJ Styles, he shuts the hell up. He don't bring that shit up. He knows that's not fucking '07 anymore back in TNA, and he can't just say foul shit like he used to say. You, if he, if you're one of those motherfuckers that think like that, don't let it be known that you think like that.
I mean,
You just make yourself look like an asshole.
AJ just wanted him to get out of the ring, man. That's all
You
he
just want him
wanted.
to get out the ring. You know he ain't doing that shit nowadays. You would never do, because he's smart. He's not a fucking idiot. So these people just blow my mind with their stupidity, bruh.
Honestly, look, like, again, everybody's got their opinion, and it is what it is. But, dude, it goes back to the saying: if you don't have anything nice to say, don't fucking say it at all. Dude, you
Or if you have
again.
something dumb to say, don't fucking say it at all.
Again, if you have fans that that have autism or ADD, don't you think that's going to
Good shit on them.
yeah, don't you think that's going to be incredibly fucking offensive and fucking hurt their feelings? What the fuck, man? It makes no sense. Now, again, I don't know anybody who's a Lacey Evans fan, but that's besides the point. Maybe she does somewhere out in the world. Maybe there's somebody who's a huge fucking Lacey Evans mark that just that she
crushed.
upset.
Yeah, like I was crushed when she debuted, and I was like, damn, we got to watch this woman now. And now I'm like, all right, get the fuck out of here, you fucking idiot. Jackson Riker 2.0 over there. Fucking just get those people out of here, bruh. They don't belong there. I know nobody likes them backstage. Just get rid of them.
Yeah, man. Yeah. And again, had she said this or not, let's be honest, bro. Lacey Evans is just Lacey Evans has tried damn near everything in this run, and nothing seems to be working. No, that's the reality. Which that's the reality of it is. Which that's the reality of it is, whether she said this or not, she's somebody on your roster that you can make space for. That's
Exactly. Like, you give me a dozen pink slips, she's gonna be the one I give one to automatically. I don't give a fuck what she is outside of the business. I'm giving her a pink slip anyway. She fucking sucks. Now I hear that, I'm really giving her ass a pink slip now.
yeah, yeah, and yeah. Look at our comment section, bro. It is a sensitive topic for one of our listeners, Bell. And just
Yeah,
so you know, Bell, absolutely, just tone this idiot out, bro. You are perfect. You are so fucking
exactly.
nice and sweet every time you come on here. You're the goat, man. You're the goat. So yeah,
Fuck that fucking lady.
shit. Yeah, shit like this is complete. It's just completely fucking unwarranted. It's completely fucking unwarranted, man. And stuff like this is real. And again, what do you like? It's like a Brian Kendrick situation. It's another. She's another. Like, what do you even fucking tell him, man? Dude.
Like, bro, if I was in front of him when you just said that, I'd have just been looking at him like, bro, what
What?
you talking about?
Like, bro, what?
The fuck you
Why?
talking about?
Yeah.
Why? Why say that you think that? Just shut the fuck up. Just keep that shit to yourself, bro. I don't get it, bro. I don't get those people. I don't get it.
Yeah, it makes no sense, man. It makes no sense. These topics are a real thing, and I don't know what the fuck that has to do with fucking corn dogs or processed food. What the fuck? Come on.
Those people need help, bro.
Pull her from television and let it be the last time you have her fucking come back with one of her "I'm a good person" gimmicks, or just drill the bro. Fucking going back to the basics. You're at fucking drill camp. What kind of fucking garbage is that, bro?
Exactly, bro.
Yeah, come on. Yes, and absolutely, you're absolutely welcome, Bell. You're absolutely welcome, and it is incredibly frustrating. It is incredibly frustrating. Even yes, it is incredibly frustrating, as you could tell, for us. Let alone you. So that that I completely understand. But yeah, again, completely fucking tone shit like this out. Shit like this is completely, it's just stupid, and it's fucking unwarranted, and it does nothing but cause negative backlash for her. So
Exactly. Like, lady, what the fuck you think gonna happen? You post that shit. Like, what you think was gonna happen? They're like, shit, she's spitting. No, no one's gonna say that shit. They're gonna call you a fucking idiot. Cause you're a fuck. I don't get it, bro. I don't get those people.
Good old Lacey Evans, man. She's gonna be hanging out and fucking
Bro,
she's gonna be hanging out with Brian Kendrick soon, man.
I was
So
about to say she's going straight to fucking what was that fucking racist ass company that the fucking that one referee was in? That was super
CYN.
racist. No, I remember that fucking racist referee went to some company with Jackson Riker and shit. I remember seeing the
I
clips of it. I
remember.
don't.
I know the
Yeah,
referee. You're talking about Drake Warts,
yeah. They're in some
the
company.
the
It's
backyard
like
birthday promotion.
yeah, this fucking backyard fucking jobless idiots. But
Imagine just pulling up to a fucking birthday party and Jackson Riker standing on the apron waiting for his fucking tag. Like, man, who the fuck? Man, get this fucking idiot out of here, man.
gee, fucking racist fuck. God damn.
I wonder
And
how
she
that.
going
I
straight.
wonder. I wonder how that is for the talent. Like, if you're looking at it, you know, through. If you're looking at it just through the reality of the situation, like, goddamn, you were once wrestling in front of a live sold out crowd, and now you're just in somebody's fucking backyard at a birthday party. Like,
Fucking idiots.
and you know, I'm saying that for guys like Jackson Riker because they did it to themselves. Like, this could have been avoided. You know what I mean?
Exactly, Bell. Because we all know what AJ and Chris Jericho be thinking, but they don't say it. They keep it to themselves, bro.
Yes.
And that's all right. But like, you just can't go out there and talk shit like that,
Yeah. I mean, dude.
bro.
I mean, Jesus Christ. I mean, everybody's got fucking, you know, everybody's got their quirks and things they believe and things they don't. Everybody has their fucking opinion, but not everybody has to be fucking obnoxious and not even obnoxious, but ignorant about the shit.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? Like, dude, you got an opinion, it's one thing. We all know AJ Styles got his fucking opinions, man. But AJ Styles isn't out on fucking Twitter with the fucking rainbow flag as his Twitter profile with a cross with an X through it. You know what
yeah.
I mean?
You know what I mean? He's not fucking one of those guys.
Yeah, I
Like,
mean,
I
it's like,
don't get it.
I mean, AJ's got his opinions, but he's not fucking, he's not obnoxious and fucking rude about it. He keeps it to himself, and I mean, everybody, at the end of the day, everybody has their opinion, and it's not to say AJ Styles is a bad person. Maybe it's just something that, you know, is not a popular opinion or not everybody agrees with, but he's not a fucking asshole about it. And Chris Jericho
Exactly.
as well. Chris Jericho, everybody's got their fucking stance on politics. Probably everybody in the fucking world except for me, because I am the most dumbest person on the fucking planet when it comes to politics. But, I mean, he's got his stance on it, and he's not a fucking asshole. He's not ignorant about it. He shuts up and he does his thing. Because at the end of the day, we all have our opinions, but we all don't have to be assholes about our opinions. And that's just what it
Exactly.
is. You know what I mean?
Fucking Lacey Evans, bro. God
But
damn, they were flaming my ass too.
But I mean, yeah, man. I mean, you don't see AJ Styles fucking posting shit on his Instagram story.
Community.
Yeah, I mean,
Fucking AJ,
come
man.
on, bro. So yes, again, Bill, please tone this out. Again, you are great, man. You are great, and don't listen to this fucking moron who is an ignorant asshole.
Who sucks at their job anyway.
Yeah, that's the other fucking part. You can't talk
Fucking
when
bull.
you suck. All right? You
Ugh.
suck. All right. So, regardless, speaking of Chris Jericho, TBS reportedly tried to pull Chris Jericho from a Ring of Honor pay-per-view. According to Dave Meltzer, TBS officials reportedly tried to pull Chris Jericho from the ROH Final Battle pay-per-view as they did not want him outside of AEW.
They know that Tony Khan owns that place, right?
Yeah, dude, what the what? I mean,
What?
and besides, if Tony Khan was trying to get a TV deal for Chris Jericho, hey Logan, how's it going, man?
What's up, Logan?
Um,
How you been, bro?
Hell yeah, bro. How the hell are you? We miss you, dog. We miss
I
you.
swear to God.
So if Tony Khan was trying to land a ROH TV deal, if he was trying to land a ROH TV deal, wouldn't there be no better option than Chris Jericho to try to
Exactly.
get that off the ground?
And what I was thinking about that, who would be the company that he would have been talking with them about a TV deal? Fucking Warner. TBS.
Yeah. Hey, you guys want Ring of Honor? I got Chris Jericho as the fucking champion, and you know, he got AEW off the ground. I think he's gonna do great things for the Ring of Honor brand. And no, I mean, and look, and Tony Khan put Chris Jericho as the Ring of Honor champion while Jericho was on AEW television. He literally just put Jericho as the champ just to put him on AEW, but to get eyes on Ring of Honor through AEW and through him being the champion.
Yeah. And again, not only does Tony Khan own ROH, but you know he was trying to get a TV deal with TBS as ROH. So you knew that this man owned this company, and you're like, wait, can he go there? He shouldn't be going to other companies. Bruh, this is my company. I've been talking with you guys about getting a TV deal. That's hilarious.
And again, what happened to FTR?
Yeah, I don't give a shit about FTR.
I mean, what?
It's not like fucking TK owns New Japan out there.
I mean,
That's hilarious. That's random fuck. That's hilarious.
It's so weird. Like, dude, he owns the company.
I would love to see that idiot in fucking TBS that said that. Everyone at the meeting just turns around and looks at his ass like, bro,
What?
he owns the bitch.
Yeah,
He's been in negotiations with him.
Doesn't make any fucking sense. Doesn't make any sense.
Fucking idiot.
Yeah. Man, we're good, Logan. Well, I'm good. I'm good, man. Yeah. We just got done. You just missed it, man. We just got done talking about this fucking drill sergeant, man. Lacey Evans and shit. We got done talking about her fucking moronic comments. So, yeah, man, you missed it. It was a good conversation. It was a good conversation. So, about Brian Kendrick's new best friend. But yeah, man, we're good, bro. What about you? What about you, man? So, yes, I mean, bro, who the hell in TBS? Who the hell in TBS said that, bro? I mean, dude.
Fucking idiot done said that.
Yeah, exactly. Literally. So, WWE, bro. Mans was trying to get Ring of Honor notice through Chris Jericho, and they don't want Chris Jericho in Ring of Honor. So it's okay for him to be the Ring of Honor champion, but it's not okay for him to perform on a Ring of Honor pay-per-view. What sense does that make? Come on now.
So funny. Oh God.
So yeah, man. Chris Jericho almost was pulled from Final Battle. And you know what? The funniest part is he'll probably never do a Ring of Honor pay-per-view again. And odds are the only reason he was on that Ring of Honor pay-per-view was solely to drop the championship.
Oh, 100%. It's like, brother. Networks can be funny, man.
Completely stupid, man. I don't know how the hell that I don't know how that is a concern.
I really don't.
Yeah. Regardless, let's jump over to the WWE side of the coin, man, before we get back to our last couple AEW stories. Shawn Michaels has confirmed, and once and for all, that he has no intentions of ever wrestling again Despite the recent reports of Kevin Owens pitching a match against the Heartbreak Kid, no. Man, I'll just finish the article. Okay, Kevin Owens pitching a match. Despite Kevin Owens pitching a match against the Heartbreak Kid following his WrestleMania clash with Stone Cold Steve Austin, Shawn Michaels stated that he will never wrestle again. In an interview with Culture State, the WWE Hall of Famer said, I've had that final match. No, Father Time waits on no man. I'm good. I'm unbelievably happy with the career, and now it's time to watch the next generation flourish. So that I can respect. But on the other side of the coin, I'm a little shocked that Shawn doesn't want to come back for one match, because that match was he probably ended his career. He went from ending his career against The Undertaker in one of the best matches you can ask for at WrestleMania 26, from ending it against Undertaker and Kane in probably one of the worst career matches he has ever had in his entire life.
One of the worst matches ever.
Yes.
On the national and fucking on the big leagues, quote unquote. That was like one of their worst matches ever. Fucking Kane's mask was falling off. Fucking they were fucking just falling and shit. Oh, bro, so bad.
I mean, which I'm a little shocked Shawn doesn't want to come back for one more to right that wrong. But look, work on fucking NXT 2.0. You don't even need to be thinking about an in-ring return when your television sucks. It sucks. Dude, bro, no, absolutely no. I don't want to see it. What I do want to see, though, is some people actually being treated well, and I want to see good booking on NXT because you, my friend, are making your best friend's baby look like a fucking joke. NXT went from being the most respected brand in all of the world, arguably, to the laughingstock of the professional wrestling world.
Mm-hmm.
You have some of the most god-awful television down there, and you don't know. I mean, even if that was an idea against Kevin Owens, absolutely the hell not. So,
good Lord, man. Good Lord. I'm so glad he's, because there's so many of these guys that just want to do more matches, and I'm like, bro, just stop, please, don't, because the worst thing they do is fuck up their legacy when
yes,
they go wrestle random matches. Don't do that, bro.
like Undertaker.
Just leave it as a what if, bro. Some things just gotta leave as a what if.
Yeah, it really is, man. It's like Undertaker. I mean, the guy. The guy just kept coming back, and he kept coming back, and he kept coming back because he couldn't help himself. I mean, dude, I know you love wrestling, but you have more to contribute to the business than putting on a shitty WrestleMania match every year.
Exactly.
You know?
If it's not gonna be fucking top tier, don't be there, bro. Don't fucking be there. Say fuck them. Say if it's not top tier shit that people are gonna remember and be fond of, I want to do it because that's not how I want people to remember me. He's the Undertaker. What are they gonna do? Say no to that?
Exactly. So, yeah, man. I mean, yeah, but however, that is very good. That is very good of Shawn Michaels to have said no to coming back and being able to stop himself and contain himself. You know, being able to say no to coming back to the business is very good, but it takes a different kind of legend to say the reason you don't want to do it is because you want to watch the next generation. And it's true. This is their time. We need to make stars for now. We need to make people that are on the level. Like, dude, when I was growing up, you had so many people that were top tier talents, bro. You had Rey Mysterio, John Cena, Randy Orton, Batista, Triple H. I mean, you had all these fucking guys. You had a plethora of guys to fall back on. You had Shawn Michaels doing his later year stuff. You had Chris Jericho doing some good stuff, man. You had Edge. You know what I mean? So you had guys that were legitimate stars. You had guys that were legitimate stars, man. And now, especially now more than ever, being that Triple H has control of the company now, is now you need to focus on what can we do to add to the list of Roman Reigns and Seth Rollins and Cody Rhodes and Bray Wyatt, because when it's all said and done, those are really your four pillars, you know, in
this like modern era.
in your company right now of the next generation's top stars. And you know, I mean, you need to build on that, man. We don't really have time for none of this other stuff.
And look at AEW, man. They've been getting their future stars setting down. Starks, Hook, Jungle Boy, all those guys, Darby, MJF. They got their next generation. They don't got really nobody right now. They really don't. They have a couple people, but nobody's solidified right now. And I hope they're planning on it, because it doesn't look like it anytime soon.
Mm-hmm.
So they got to really get on that, bro. Because in the future, in the long run, AEW is taking the right path that WWE should be taking.
Yeah. So, you know, that's the news on Shawn Michaels, man. I'm glad he's willing to stay out. Even for the longest time, and to this day, even I feel like that's why everybody respects Stone Cold Steve Austin. He don't even like to come backstage very much, because he says that, you know, this is their time. This is their era. You know what I mean? This is their space. And he doesn't need to be there all the time. Now, did he come back and wrestle? Yes, but the good thing about Stone Cold Steve Austin, he actually gave us a pretty good match. He gave us a pretty enjoyable match.
Exactly. He gave us a good match, made KO look good, and he went back to doing his own thing, bro.
Yeah.
He thanked everybody, he was grateful, and he's back to doing his own thing. That's how it should be, man. And it's like two sides to like two total opposites. You got Stone Cold on one side. They don't even like being backstage to like interfere with the modern, you know, flow of these guys. And you have CM Punk, who's trying to take over the company and fucking steer everybody's path in his own personal direction. And it's like, come on, you gotta be the Stone Cold of your time, man.
Absolutely, man.
That man was going crazy back there. Boy was really trying to get a hostile takeover.
So
He's about to make it all. What the fuck? All best in the world wrestling.
All Punk wrestling.
All Punk wrestling. CM Elite Wrestling. Something. CMW. He's trying to make Chicago made wrestling.
Golly, CM Punk. Oh, Phil Brooks.
God damn.
So yeah, man. Speaking of some of these older guys, man, Goldberg. Bill Goldberg. Fightful Select confirms Goldberg has not signed a new deal with WWE. His current contract is set to expire at the end of 2022.
Dude, you can't. TK loves Goldberg, bro. He wanted Goldberg in the company originally. You can't do that, bro. Goldberg is everything your audience hates. You cannot do that, bro. All I'm saying in this story, bro, do not fucking hire that man. Do not think about hiring that man. Let him go do his fucking other shit, whatever the fuck he does.
So I have something that I think is gonna make everybody cringe, and I'm sorry I have to put that out into the world. However, let me talk about this first. So,
You know, fan.
Goldberg leaving WWE is it's a good thing for WWE, but it's not a good thing for Tony Khan's fandom because again, this guy was going to be the guy who recreated the streak, the Goldberg streak, which you could kind of see him doing with Jade Cargill.
Mm-hmm.
He was going to legitimately do it with Goldberg. Again, he was going to redo the streak on TNT, because this was earlier days of AEW. Now we're on TBS, obviously, but he was going to redo the streak on a Warner show. And, I mean, it just absolutely makes me want to cringe, man. I mean, this dude, and like I said, and you could see him doing it with Jade Cargill too. I mean, you put somebody in that role who can't fucking wrestle, and then you make them, for whatever reason, you make the person who can't wrestle look like a wrestling god. It is beyond me. But
I hate that shit.
But Goldberg, dude, just please, bro, do not, TK.
No,
You
bro,
cannot do this, man.
Wednesday nights is the only fucking weekly show that I enjoy sitting down and just straight up watching. Not like when I watch Raw on those days where I get to watch Raw, where it's on my fucking iPad while I'm doing something else. I didn't even peek at fucking SmackDown at the fucking time. I can tell you the last time I even peeked at a Rampage. Do not fuck up, bro. If you fuck up Dynamite TK and I'm burnt out of this fucking shit for a couple months, I'm gonna be so angry. Because now I'll be watching nothing in the business. I'll be burnt out of that shit. That motherfucker shows up on that damn show. I don't want to have to do that. Don't
Dude.
do that shit, TK. Don't burn me out of fucking this business for a little bit. Good lord.
So
Or
why? Tell me why I see, and I know this is going to make everybody cringe. Why do I see, if Goldberg comes into AEW, why do I just see Tony Khan putting Goldberg with Wardlow?
100% I put him on Wardlow. 1,000,000%. Because Wardlow is his personal Goldberg. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Oh, damn, only 2 weeks? Fuck, it's been like 4 months for me. Shit.
The last time I sat down and watched a Rampage all the way through, I couldn't tell you.
I couldn't tell you. At least like 4, 5, 6 months. Something.
Yeah, I genuinely could not tell you the last time I sat down and watched a whole entire episode of Rampage.
No, God, no. But oh yeah, Wardlow's his personal modern Goldberg. Of course he'll put him with him, and it'll fucking kill me, man, even more. He's already bad enough at this point. This is the nail in the coffin.
Why do I see Tony Khan putting Goldberg with Wardlow to give Wardlow a killer instinct? Or you know how these fucking people work. Yeah.
Gotta give him the edge.
Oh
Yeah.
my god. Fucking save me.
You know how they fucking talk about that type of shit.
Mhm.
The older guy gotta give this younger guy the edge, a killer instinct, fucking like, bro, if you want to give somebody a killer instinct, call up fucking Chris Benoit from get a Ouija
Oh
board.
my god.
Summon Chris Benoit from fucking grave. You got your killer fucking instinct. Come on, bro.
I mean, and
Don't do it, bro. Don't burn me out of this shit.
yeah, man. And again, Sting in AEW Sting is not so bad because Sting is not so bad nowadays because he doesn't really pin anybody. He kind of just comes in, does his fun little spot, but somebody else wins the match for him. But I remember like midway into Sting's run where they were having him pin all these young guys left and right. That is not it, man. I mean, if you put Goldberg with somebody and Goldberg just does Goldberg just does a bunch of spots or whatever, and it's fun. Maybe it could be a little different because I know Tony Khan won't want to slap no title on him.
No.
Maybe it'll be more. Maybe it'll be a little more fun than it was in WWE. They just have to put him with the right person. Somebody who's a big guy, but who, I mean, maybe like I don't really.
Cage, maybe?
Yeah, maybe Brian Cage, or maybe like a Lance Archer, but
I was thinking of Lance.
but
But that looks a match at all.
yeah, not. But you can maybe put him with a big guy and maybe have like a little fun pairing where the other guy can cover up Goldberg's flaws, but Goldberg could still work his 5 minutes and just do a bunch of fun spots. Because Goldberg, when he's not winning championships and stuff like that, I mean, he's not the worst thing on the planet. The problem with
No, it's
WWE
not
was
bad.
A, they had him win championships, and B, they always put him in the ring with these old vets who couldn't fucking wrestle their way out of a paper bag nowadays. You know what I mean?
Exactly. These old slow ass fucking people. Like, no.
But
It-
I mean, when they put him in that nothing match against Dolph Ziggler at 2019 SummerSlam, I mean, it's harmless. It's harmless. He comes in, he does his little spots. Dolph Ziggler sells his ass off for him, so it's entertaining. But the thing about Goldberg is, Tony Khan's gonna make him a television priority, and
Mhm.
dude, I mean, like, what the fuck? I mean,
No.
there's 1,000 other guys that can use that television shot, and
Like, bro, if Goldberg is in this company, just keep him on Rampage. Have him it'd be a Rampage only thing. You know what I mean? Because don't take up time on your main show, Dynamite. Have him be a little segment on Rampage every couple weeks, and keep it to that, bro. Because I don't even hate Goldberg. I don't like the guy, but he isn't as bad as WWE makes him. You know what I mean? Because they overdo him. If you just do him a little bit, I don't care at all. I really don't. Especially if you even pair him like with a young, maybe more fast guy. That could be a cool, fun little duo for a little bit. But don't overdo it, bro. Don't have him be an actual spot on TV because I know that's what TK does. Just don't.
and that's what he's gonna do. So for that aspect alone, man, I don't care for
Not
it.
at all.
I don't care for it. I mean, keep him the fuck off of television, bro. Keep him off of television. Nobody wants to see Bill Goldberg. Like Bell says, man, fuck Bill Goldberg.
Fuck him.
The guy's done enough harm. The guy's
He
done
has,
enough
bro.
harm, man. So, Edge. Edge, man. All right. Edge's WWE contract could be up soon. Sean Ross Sapp provided an update on Edge's current deal with WWE from behind Fightful's paywall. The multi-time world champion signed a 3-year contract with the company in 2020. According to the report, Edge is currently working under limited dates in WWE. WWE sources have confirmed that Edge is on a deal with limited dates, which is why he has appeared periodically since splitting him from the Judgment Day feud. One WWE higher-up said that the vignettes this past summer were a way to buy some weeks on television before Edge's return and give them a little more time in order to build the important matches throughout the rest of the year, which happened with which happened with the Balor and Priest matches. In 2020, it was reported Edge was on a 3-year contract for 25 appearances and 5 matches per year. However, that was either incorrect or amended, as Edge competed in 10 matches in 2021 and has already competed in 6 matches in 2022. We aren't sure when his deal is up or how many appearances are left on his existing deal. If the link was correctly reported, it could be up very soon. If it was frozen due to injury, we've not confirmed if the case.
Because with his injury timeline. So let's say it's probably around early 2023. You know what I mean? Or yeah, about to be 20. It's early 2023 when it's supposed to be up. But but you had all the injuries, and it takes it to. It sounds like the time he was saying when he wants to retire later that year, around that time. Because remember, he said he was wanting to
Right,
retire
in
late
Toronto.
2020.
Hmm.
Exactly. So that kind of matches up perfectly for adding all that time onto his contract.
Right.
So I can see that being the path.
Definitely. And honestly, for Edge, bro, I really don't see Edge going and doing anything else.
No, he won't. It's Edge. He ain't going nowhere else.
But yeah, but the thing is with Edge, man, it's like it kind of it kind of sucks that he's going because to be 100% honest, bro, I've like ever since Triple H took over, I have really enjoyed like Edge's work. I really have.
Yeah.
I think he's been great. He had a great match at WrestleMania against Danielson and Roman that one year. So 2021 WrestleMania. So, I mean, he's still got a lot left in the tank. So it does suck, but on the other side of the coin, I'm glad that he's going now before he becomes a real shell of his former self.
Exactly. Like I say, bro, always end it right before it just collapses, bro, or right after you're really good.
The peak.
Because
Hmm.
exactly, because you can't just be shit and then retire and like and then people are like, oh, finally you fucking retired. You
Yeah.
want people for you not to retire yet. You know what I mean? So I think people are saying it's too early. When people are saying it's too early, it's the perfect time,
What
man.
did what did people always say about the Shield breaking up? It's too early.
Exactly. People always wanted it. And what happened when we got it? Like three fucking times in a row.
Hmm.
Nobody ever wants it again. Well, now with how reformed those three are, a triple threat would be pretty dope. But like
Yeah.
for a while, if they were all still in that company, hell no.
Nobody would have cared.
God no. Nobody would have gave
There
a
would have been
shit.
a Shield triple threat that nobody gave a flying fuck about.
Literally.
You know. So with Edge, I mean, so yeah, and that's a great point Logan brings up. Logan says, I wanted Edge to win the world title at least one more time, but I kind of feel like Roman ruined that. I think so too. I
Oh
think
yeah.
I think
They
that
took up so many spots from everybody.
yep. I think Danielson could have had another title reign within that time. I think Edge could have definitely had a title reign. I think SmackDown kind of doled out a little bit, but those two definitely. I think Danielson and Edge could have had one last title reign before their final days in the company, without a question, without a question. But yeah, I mean, that's the thing that sucks, man. Is I feel that Roman took up a lot of these spots, but honestly, in 2021, I don't know why WWE didn't go the WWE Championship route for Edge. I mean, they literally
Yeah.
ended up doing Bobby Lashley versus Drew McIntyre anyway. So,
So could easily put Edge in that title.
right. I don't know. I don't know, man. I don't know why. I don't know why that was. I don't know why that was. I don't know why that was done,
Mm-hmm.
whatsoever. I think you could have easily did Drew McIntyre versus Edge, and then had Bobby Lashley eventually beat Edge for the championship. Because what they ended up doing anyway was having The Miz take the title from Drew McIntyre. Then The Miz lost it in 2 weeks to Bobby Lashley. Then Bobby Lashley beat Drew McIntyre. Or no, Bobby Lashley beat The Miz for it. And then he ended up facing Drew McIntyre at WrestleMania anyway. So I don't know why they just didn't go Edge and Drew and then have Bobby Lashley take the title at like SummerSlam or maybe Money in the Bank from Edge. You know what I mean? So Bell
Mm-hmm.
says she would like to see Edge versus John Cena one more time. I would too.
Yeah.
Another with Christian. That's true, but Edge is gonna retire and he'll continue to do acting. He's not going anywhere else. Yeah, I definitely don't see Edge going anywhere else. Definitely not. So, that's one thing with Edge, man. That's one thing with Edge is he's not going anywhere else. So once he's done with WWE, Edge is done, man. Edge is done.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Yeah, man. So the next story with Edge. So it was reported in the news a while ago. That that WWE was planning on holding a Royal Rumble match a Hell in a Cell match at Royal Rumble. I was about to say the other way around. A Royal Rumble match at Hell in a Cell. Okay, so they were reportedly going to do they wanted to do a Hell in a Cell match at the Royal Rumble. Everybody thought it was going to be Roman versus Kevin Owens. But it looks like we have something that is definitely in the books, and I am super, super excited for it, man. Being Edge versus Finn Balor was one of the best matches of 2022.
Mm-hmm.
Edge and the Demon Finn Balor are scheduled in a Hell in a Cell match, and that is currently the plan for the Royal Rumble, according to Wrestling News Co. The last time Balor used his demon persona was at Extreme Rules 2021, where he fell off the rope and lost to Roman Reigns. All right, why do we have to bring that up? But regardless,
Literally just fell.
Man, that should be pretty good, bro. That should be pretty good. However, it kind of, at this point, dude, it kind of sucks. It kind of sucks to see the demon come back because I really loved that Prince character.
Same.
So for me, at this point, I could kind of do away with the demon. But with the current way the Judgment Day is going, I actually don't think it'll be too bad.
No.
And this is what I want to see the demon brought out for. A Hell in a Cell match. A huge grudge match like Edge.
Exactly, bro. Exactly.
I believe this is Finn's first Hell in a Cell. I know he was supposed to be at Hell in a Cell 2016. They were going to have him face Owens in the cage. But he got hurt, so that never happened. So, yeah, man. I mean,
it's interesting, man. The only thing is, bro.
Mm-hmm.
But
oh, I was just gonna say that this should be pretty good, man. I'm excited for it.
it'll be good, man. It'll be good. My only gripe is with the fucking way this man's been dressing. I know we're gonna get a purple fucking demon. That's just gonna look fucking goofy.
I think so. I think if they incorporate like a cool mix of black, white, and purple, I actually think it might not look too bad. It depends.
Yeah.
It depends on how he does it, though. It depends on how he does it.
I'm definitely dreading the fucking look of it, though, man. But the match will be good, man. And it's cool to see, man.
Hey, nothing is gonna be as bad as that pumpkin demon he was gonna do.
That shit was ass. And then they had fucking Bray Wyatt in drag. Dude, that was gonna be so bad.
Oh, bro, that was gonna be an all timer. Yeah, that was gonna be an all timer for fucking worst booking decision of the year, bro.
Oh yeah.
That's the other thing. I think we're gonna do away with the red cell too. I think we'll go back to the silver.
Good. Why was the red cell thing in the first place?
Because they gotta be safe, man. They gotta have a fucking rubber Hell in a Cell cage, man.
Just don't make it look like fucking rubber, then. Oh, I don't get it.
Yeah, nothing will be as bad as that fucking pumpkin demon. And he's made other colors work before, like the red and blue has worked before. I actually don't think the purple will be too bad. I actually think it might look pretty sick. It depends how he does it, though. If he
Yeah.
gives it that old demon, that retro demon look, I think it'll be real fucking cool. But if he tries to do too much with it, and he tries to tries to Judgment Dayify it. I don't really know how a Judgment Day demon would look. That's the thing that's getting me. But I think black, white, and purple on a demon would look pretty cool, especially if you do that. That obviously that darker purple. Yeah, I think that'll look pretty fucking cool, to be honest. But yeah, I mean he's made some different colors work. I know he incorporated green in his SummerSlam gear from when he won the Universal title. So I mean he's made other colors work. But yeah, I actually think it'll be pretty cool, man. I hope he doesn't try to Judgment Dayify it, and
Exactly.
because I've seen edits. I've seen people do edits of like the old demon face paint, but replacing the red with purple. It actually looks pretty fucking sick.
Yeah.
It actually looks pretty fucking sick. But yeah, as long as he doesn't try to Judgment Dayify it, I think we'll be pretty fucking cool. I think we'll be pretty cool, man. But yeah, so dude, this is gonna be great. This is gonna be great, and this is perfect for a Hell in a Cell match. This is what Hell in a Cell needs to be for. Edge versus Finn Balor. He put Edge through fucking hell, so now Edge wants to do the same thing to him. He wants to put him through hell in a cell. Being that he, they stood there and watched Rhea Ripley cap his wife right in front of his face, man. She gave her the concerto, man, and she beat she punched her with brass knuckles. I mean, man was watching his wife get murdered, essentially.
He would, bro.
Yeah, man. Yeah, maybe. Yeah. I definitely think no more Red Cell, man. Definitely think no more Red Cell. Hell, if this was Vince, if he knew Finn Balor was in the match, we might be getting a purple cell this year.
God, he would have too. I could have seen it too.
Oh my God, you know it.
Cell. Oh my God.
Why was there a red Hell in a Cell, bro? I mean, come on, dude.
Dude, I don't get it.
That is literally the most WWE thing ever. Let's make the cell red, because red's a creepy color. You know that's how they think, too. You know it. You know that's what popped in that. Yeah. Oh, it's like a bloody cell. Hey, go fuck your ass.
How would the entire every inch of the cell be covered in blood?
What the fuck? What the fuck, man? It makes no sense, dude. It makes no sense. It's even worse when you dim those lights and make them all red on top of it, man.
God,
that was something.
Man, that fucking match.
That's interesting. Do we see Rhea Ripley versus Beth Phoenix at Mania, or do Rhea Ripley and what if they did a mixed tag in the Hell in a Cell?
I can see that. I can see that a lot.
What if they did Edge and Beth versus Rhea and Finn?
I can see that. I can definitely see that. I wouldn't mind that.
I wouldn't mind that either. I think that actually that might be pretty good, man. That might be pretty good.
And welcome somewhere in there to Edge to get revenge on Dominic and just fucking toss him off a damn cell.
Oh my
that would
God.
be a fucking
That'll
moment of the year.
That'll be a moment of the year.
Exactly. People would fucking love that shit if they toss his fucking little ass off the damn cell. Mommy. You know, his ass. He's just fucking plummeting.
So
I would like that.
I would too. I would too, man. And I think that really put an emphasis on Rhea Ripley and her meaning to the Judgment Day. I mean, she's already a big, she's already a huge part of the group. I think that would just solidify it that much more. So, yeah, man.
Definitely.
Yeah, I mean, then the demon doesn't have to get pinned. That is true. That is true. Or does he beat Edge again?
I could see it. I could see him just beating Edge.
Yeah.
I mean, what is Edge winning going to do for him in the future if he's going to retire later in the year anyway?
Right. Yeah.
Might as well just give fucking Finn the win.
Yeah, maybe the Judgment Day get another Maybe Edge gets distracted by, tossing Dominic Mysterio off the top of the cell.
Yeah.
So maybe you do the thing where Edge gets the moral victory, but Judgment Day get the actual victory against Edge. I think something like that would be nice. I really do.
Definitely. I think that's a good path, man.
So it's gonna be good though. It's gonna be good regardless. I am really excited for the Royal Rumble, man. This is the first time I've been excited for a Royal Rumble since 2017. That Royal Rumble when SmackDown was good, man, and we got a kick-ass build going into that Royal Rumble show. We got Cena, the build with Cena and Styles. We got the rise of Neville. That was different times, man. A lot of people thought Bray Wyatt was gonna win the Royal Rumble. I remember being excited as hell for that Royal Rumble, man. And it was still a solid one, minus number fucking 30 in the Royal Rumble. That was a solid ass Royal Rumble show, to be honest, man. And I genuinely haven't been excited since then. I was excited for the 2018 one, but I was more nervous because I would have never thought in a million years that Vince McMahon would have actually went with Nakamura to win the Rumble.
Yeah, and like building up to that 2018 one, it was just going to be just a Rumble. It was watching the event itself that made it so good.
Yeah.
I didn't expect it to be good.
Yeah, absolutely. But yeah, the last time I was genuinely excited for the Royal Rumble match, or the Royal Rumble pay-per-view regardless, was 5 years ago, man. God damn. 5 fucking years ago. I was a freshman in high school.
Damn.
I was a freshman in fucking high school, man. That's crazy.
That's foul.
So, yeah, man. So, regardless, yes, that is the proposed match for the Royal Rumble between Edge and Finn Balor, and that shit should be pretty damn fire, man. I'm super excited about that. All right. Miro off AEW television after refusing to lose. Dave Meltzer recently stated on the Wrestling Observer Radio that Tony Khan had a plan for him to do a match at Full Gear, but he declined. Meltzer noted that several former WWE employees are hesitant to work in AEW, making it difficult in booking them. They don't want to lose feuds. In September, Tony Khan came to Miro and he had this idea which would build to a match on the November 19th Full Gear pay-per-view. And he didn't want to do it. It's weird, a lot of people coming from WWE are very leery about losing. But anyway, they went through, and now November's over, and now we're in a new cycle, and they were going to bring him back and try to come up with ideas for him, and they very well may. And then his wife comes in and says Rusev Day is gonna come back to WWE. Everybody goes back to WWE. It's like, if I'm Tony Khan at that point, given everything that's happened, and then the wife of one of the wrestlers goes and says, essentially everyone goes back to WWE, it's kind of, why waste my time pushing this guy when I have 100 guys on the roster who want to be here, and now you've got these guys who want to be in WWE. A lot of these guys want to leave. It's like the guys who sign there, if there's guys who really want to be there in WWE and just got fired and everything, but can't wait to get hired back, I don't know that those guys have been that beneficial. Damn. End quote. So, bro, so first things first, you bring Miro back. Miro's probably been brought back like 4 times this year, and each time he's been in nothing of significance. He's just been doing nothing. So I do get that on his side of the coin, where the one time he wants to bring you back is to lose at Full Gear. Regardless, I get that, and I do, because for him,
Yeah,
I could see it being frustrating on his end because, you've literally worked a handful of times all year, not even a handful of times all year, and the one time they do propose some ideas for you, it ends up with you losing. However, I guarantee you, whoever he would have been losing to probably wouldn't have been all that bad. And this also goes to show with people from Ring of Honor taking a lot of the AEW television time, man, because we haven't really
exactly.
had a chance to get some of these guys. Where the fuck is Hook been up until just recently? Where was he?
No,
You know,
people have been asking where he was before recently.
Miro, I mean, guy was nowhere. Guy was literally nowhere to be found. I mean, it's just, I mean, it's tough, man. But this is the part that gets me. This is the part that gets me, man. Is a lot of people coming from WWE are very leery about losing. So me and you had a really good conversation about this last night because WWE, these ex WWE talent. I mean, look, you got to understand this. From Tony Khan's perspective, why the fuck would I push you if you give me the vibes that you are in this for yourself and
Exactly.
that's it? I mean, you don't want to lose. Everybody has to lose. Let's just be honest.
Just a
Um,
part of the business.
I mean, it is what it is, bro. I mean, it really, it really is what it is. At the end of the day, man. I mean, everybody fucking loses, and why am I gonna push you when you are giving me vibes that you are not a part of the team and you are in this to make yourself look good so you can be a bigger star when you go back to WWE? And maybe that would have never been a thought, but then his wife goes out there and says everybody returns to WWE. And it's so funny to me how all these guys flocked to AEW when they had no other options, but now all
Hmm.
of a sudden you want to go back to WWE. And sure, maybe Triple H booked you better and that's why you want to go back. Triple H also has other guys too, and there's going to be a whole flock of talent over there. And what happens if you're not happy over there again? You're going to go right back to AEW? So that's the interesting thing about this for me is, as with these we'll get to what Lana said in a second, but with these WWE guys not wanting to lose, what exactly do you think Tony Khan is going to
Do
think
with
of
him.
you? I mean,
Yeah.
the guys that are in, and we bring up guys like Swerve Strickland and Keith Lee. These guys have had the chance to go back to WWE and they willingly said no. Now, that could also have to do with Swerve not being really used in NXT for the first half of his NXT run, and same thing with Keith
Hmm.
Lee. Keith
Oh
Lee
yeah.
went on to do great things in NXT, but in the beginning, there was a good year and a half where he was just there, and he
He was
was
literally
just,
there for the longest.
yeah, he
And
was literally just hanging out, man.
no matter what your opinions are about what happened with those two on Wednesday, because we'll talk about it, I didn't like it, and from a production standpoint, but these two have been a very prominent piece
They're
of
getting a,
Dynamite
yeah,
since they debuted.
oh yeah,
They've been out of that circle of guys that debuted and kind of just walk around and do nothing for a while. They've been doing something the whole time, whether it's tag team or now feuding. No matter the quality of it, which we have our opinions on, they're in a prominent spot on the show, and that just has me thinking about why. Because they stuck with TK. They ain't just go somewhere else. They ain't just in it just to be in it because they're forced to. They're in it because they want to be there. They like being there. They like the people there. Look at Brian. If Brian wanted to, he could be world champion tomorrow. You know what I mean?
yeah.
Now, obviously, he's too fucking humble, but he's a guy that cares about the business and cares about the roster. And Yeah, he's one of those guys. He'll be loyal to Vince, but Brian is loyal to wherever he's currently inside of, and that's how most people should be loyal
Yeah.
to where you are at currently. Because I mean, look at Cody. Cody, he in all reality, he should be loyal to WWE at least while he's contracted to them, because that's kind of what you do when you're in somebody's company. You do good by that company. Now, if they're fucking you over, yeah, I get being an asshole and maybe not wanting to take L's to fucking Tony Nese,
Oh
but
yeah, hell no.
we all know the people that Miro was gonna take an L to was probably like a Wardlow, a fucking
Samoa
Samoa
Joe.
Joe.
Mhm.
Dude, biggest stars will take L's to those people because they're valuable people that are legit guys. And that being a pattern in AEW, now that has come out, that seems to be a pattern with those ex-WWE guys, it explains a lot that's been happening this half of the year with those guys in that company, the Andrades and all that. It kind of just goes to show, yeah, they weren't booked great in AEW, they were booked better somewhere else, but they didn't put their part in it to be booked great in AEW.
Yeah.
So it's that what it is, man. And the funniest thing is, bro, when Miro came in this company, bro, he was talking about, nah, I don't have to grab an imaginary brass ring, talking all this shit, and how he's about to go back.
Yep.
Dude, we were talking about that yesterday, bro. All these people that were talking so much shit about WWE when they got released and they got in AEW, they are all not even talking about that shit no
It's
more.
yeah, and it's so funny to hear them all kind of go back on it, because like I was telling you yesterday, like, nothing. I don't, I'm not saying this to spite Athena or to say anything bad about her, but it's just funny to me because we all know the Chris Van Vliet interview. That was the interview that got her hired in AEW. Well, she
Hmm.
had to talk as Jericho with AEW, and Jericho was kind of asking her about her release and how she got released and stuff like that. She didn't bring up not half of the shit she brought up, all the negative aspects of WWE that she brought up to Chris Jericho. And even though it's a different regime, you could tell that
It's the
she
same
just didn't
company.
really want to say anything bad about the company. And it's so funny to me how these people run their mouth, and Miro especially. His first promo said, what was it? Not trying to grab this imaginary brass ring and you can shove it up your ass.
And
What?
elite recognizes elite. Come on, bruh.
Yeah,
Don't go
exactly.
back on your
So
word.
they go back on all this stuff, dude, and it's wild. And I know there's a regime change, but like I was telling you yesterday, what boggles my mind is nobody looks at the other side of the coin in these situations,
No.
and the other side of the coin is Tony Khan. Nobody fucking looks. Everybody's got all this bad stuff to say, and it's not like in WWE where they try to sit there and tell you, you'd be nothing without us. Tony Khan recognized that you had something when you got fired from your
Mm.
job, and he took you in during an age when your billion-dollar company you worked for fired you for budget cuts because they couldn't afford you. This guy whose company itself was in question, is AEW going to survive through the pandemic? They very well could have had to shut down.
TK has openly said that signing all those people during the pandemic is the main reason they were in the red for so long. He was saying how he had to take out of his own personal pocket to pay
Yes.
for the company expenses
Yes.
because he was hiring those people because he wanted to give them jobs.
This guy willingly stuck his neck out for you and said, "You know what, man? You were wrongfully fired. You were very talented. Let me scoop you up." And like I said, maybe it didn't always work out booking wise the way you thought it to, but you need to take into consideration as well, the reason that roster got flooded is because there's a shit ton of your friends that came over that he stuck his neck out for too. So he's got a
Exactly.
lot of plates to spin on two hands. And maybe it wasn't enough, man, but you cannot go against saying that this guy didn't stick his neck out for you and gave you a job after you got fired from your other job, and he stuck his neck out for you and took out of his own pocket
He
because
didn't have to do that at all.
no, but he very well could have shut doors and said, well, we just got to work with what we got now.
And
No.
he very well could have. That roster was building. He could have hyper focused on his own guys, and they could have been even bigger than they are right now. He chose to take the time out of TV for you people, for you ex WWE guys that got fucking booted out the company.
And they're all going back on their word, and they're all going back, and now all of a sudden we're acting like AEW is the worst place to work. I mean, it is, and you said that, you told me this yesterday, you know, in WWE, when shit like this happens, it's just a down period. But when shit like that happens in AEW, they all want to go back to WWE, and and you know, they're tired of the stop and start push, but in WWE, it was no fucking better. Miro,
No,
what would you
exactly.
rather do, man? Not be on television and just chilling at home with your wife, or would you rather be on television and have your wife kissing another man right on top of you, sticking her tongue down his fucking throat?
Literally, bro. Like, come on, dog. And like, it's all these people that had bad experience in this company that are taking it back that are the ones going back because, like, Malachi Black, he had negative experiences at the end of his run in that company, but he never talked shit. He's always thanked them and was like, one day I could return one day. He's always been open about that shit. So if he ever goes back, he's not a hypocrite because he's always said that he'd be down to go back.
Or
You
like
know
a
what I mean?
Danielson.
Like a Danielson, he never,
Adam
ever
Cole.
talked shit about them. Adam Cole, all those guys, they didn't have great runs when they left, but they didn't fucking talk shit about it. And if you're gonna talk shit about it, don't go back. Like, you can talk shit about it all you want, as long as you don't go back. Because me and you, again, were talking about it yesterday, but like, look at Gallows and Anderson. They go wherever the fuck wherever the money is. You know what I mean? WWE can treat them like shit. They give them a bag, they're going back. At least they're fucking honest about it. At least they're like, yeah, we're money hungry. Because I remember in all those BTs that they were in, those were the jokes. Those were the only funny jokes they made, was that they're money hungry and that they'll go back to do anything. And look, they're right back to the company. You know what I mean? Like, at least people like that are honest about it. But you're just trying to be fake. Nero's just mad. Like, come on, bruh. Come on. This dude gave you a job when your ass got fired, and now you want to go back because you're not being used the way you want to be. You weren't. Same thing happened to that company. You
And
just shut the hell up about it.
and you know, I get it's a different regime change, so maybe you think things are going to be different this time, but at the end of the day, do you people not read the news? What if Vince McMahon comes back? You're putting yourself out there wanting to go back to WWE, and if Vince McMahon comes back and you get fired all over again, you know how sad you're going to look going back to AEW?
God,
You know
that
how
would.
sad?
I wouldn't take you.
I wouldn't
You
either.
would have to go prove yourself somewhere else to make sure that you're an actual value to a roster and to me,
And
because you went back and got booted again.
and I feel with Malachi Black, Tony Khan looked at the situation and said, "You know what? Malachi has always been great. He was willing to take a loss to Cody Rhodes, even though he shouldn't have in his first feud. He was willing to take one of those losses, and I need to do better with this guy." And he has been. He's been doing a lot better with this guy, and I feel like they've come to an agreement where Tony Khan kind of came to his senses and said, "You know what? When Malachi first came into this company, before I started hoarding all these people, when Malachi first came to this company, we wanted him to be a big deal, so I'm going to go back to that." But with a guy like Miro, With a lot of these WWE guys, apparently every fucking twist and turn, they don't want to lose. They want to get in backstage fights. They want to go fucking purposely try to
Yeah.
get themselves fired. They want their wives to go out on interviews and say all this shit about them, that they're gonna return to WWE. Fuck you then. Go back.
No,
Go back.
exactly.
I'm not gonna push you now.
Exactly. Like, why would I fucking push you now that I know you want to go back and you're fucking saying it? Like, all right, go back. When Vince comes back, I ain't rehiring you, buddy. Like, I don't know, man. I think it's so hypocritical, and these wrestlers are so, especially the ex-WWE ones, like Miro, for example, are so critical of how AEW books them when it wasn't great. Definitely not how we would have booked them, but it's better than what the fuck you were doing over there, bro. And now you want to not say that because you like the new guy in charge. Good luck, man, because not much has changed in WWE
Just
so far.
look. Just
It's
watch.
it, they changed the color of paint, and that's all that changed in WWE so far. The frame is still the same. The wall material is still the same. It's still the same house. It's just a different color now. So until that house is actually reconstructed, you're coming back to the same place you left. And if I'm Triple H, I'm already disappointed in half the people I'm hired, apparently. All the hit rows and shit. He's already said that he's disappointed in these
Yeah.
people.
Yep.
What the fuck you expect from a Miro?
Yeah.
He ain't Cena. He ain't no fucking Bray Wyatt. You know what I
No.
mean? He's good. I like the guy. He's good at his job. But you think he's gonna be fucking stealing the show out there when you got Cody, Seth, and all those guys there? Come on, come on. I don't think he'll. I think he's gonna. Triple H, like Tony Khan is now doing, is gonna regret all these people he keeps signing.
Yeah.
So good luck. And I know, no offense to Miro, he's gonna be one of those regrets too if he goes back. Damn, I signed fucking Rusev back. Bro, been jobbing ever since. Come on, bro. I don't know, man. I don't know. I think it's kind of sad. And TK gave you a job when your ass got booted out the company, bro. So maybe show, even if not, I'm not saying suck his dick, bro, but just show respect to the fucking
Show a
guy.
little decency and don't have your wife go out there and be like, and pretty much say, yeah, fuck this company. He's eventually going to go back to his old one. So, you
All
know,
right, go back now, motherfucker. Fuck you. I don't get it, bro. At least show some damn respect. You don't gotta fucking praise the fucking guy, but show some damn respect to your boss, the one that hired you.
and you know
You
what?
got fired.
And you know what, too? You came in with one of the worst fucking gimmicks imaginable, and TK, turned that all around and gave you a whole summer-long run with one of his premier championships at the time. So, I don't want to hear it. Most guys don't even get that. You know what I
And
mean?
that bit and that fucking what the fuck was he even? What was his fucking god awful nickname?
The
Um,
Redeemer.
no, it was a nickname. What was their little group name? They had
Oh,
kept working.
well, Miro. That's when Miro was the best man.
The best man. That's what it fucking was. That was Miro. That wasn't TK. That was Miro. So the worst part about your AEW career was you, buddy. TK was the one that turned you around, dog. So pay that in mind.
And you know what, too? With that first batch of releases, I remember on the Talk is Jericho with Miro, Jericho brought the list to Tony Khan and he said, what do you think about any of these guys? And the only name Tony Khan mentioned was Miro. So that is
That's
wild to
fuck.
me that you
That's
can go
crazy.
out there and disrespect that man like that after he stuck his neck out for you, after you got fired. After you got fired, he stuck his neck out for you, paid you, you were able to do your Twitch, you were able to do this and that. If you wanted to go back to WWE, fine. Go the fuck ahead and have your wife. For that you could have fucking stayed in WWE, man. And then we'll
Exactly.
see
And
how happy you would have been then.
oh shit. I haven't seen the comment. Oh yeah. Belle said that she thinks the best place for Mira to go is Japan. She thinks she could thrive in Japan. I mean, I can see that, but with the way his ego's looking, I don't know because you got to be willing to lose over there. You know what I mean? And if he ain't, he can't survive over there.
I said
You
it on
can't have an
Twitter.
ego in that place.
Yeah, I could see him thriving in New Japan. He could maybe take that like Jonah Monster role that he was
Yeah.
doing. But yeah, I think that'd be good for him, man. I do think that would be good for him. But again, in Japan, you know, you gotta be able to lose, man. And I mean, if you don't want to lose, I don't get that, man.
I don't get that
Exactly.
mentality.
That's my thing too, Durante.
Oh, yeah.
To anybody that doesn't want to be there, get the fuck out. I mean, you're
Oh,
sitting here bitching about how fucking bad it is. Again, go back to WWE and then Triple H and then try to have Triple H prioritize you over guys that he's already trying to prioritize. Promise you it's not going to fucking work out. And then what are you going to do? Just come want to flock back to AEW? Nah, man.
nah, fuck him.
Show fucking respect to Tony Khan. Show
To your
respect.
boss.
Would Lana ever have went out and said, while Miro was in WWE, they wouldn't even mention AEW with Vince McMahon in charge.
God, no. They wouldn't even dare to fucking mention him. And I know Miro loves his twist, bro. Say goodbye to that. Because that's still a rule over there. Most people can't have other shit outside of that company because I know, we all know Chelsea Green's coming back to that fucking place. She ended her OnlyFans. You think she really wants to do that? You know what I mean? You think all these people really want to end their side hustles that they like to do? You gonna have to. That's the part about being there. You can only do that. Good luck to that, buddy.
Yeah, I mean, it is really it's ridiculous at this point, man. I mean, yes, go back to WWE and try to have Triple H prioritize you over guys again that he's already trying to build up, the LA Knights, the I mean, Bronson Reed just came back. Try to prioritize guys like Austin Theory and Seth Rollins. I mean, these are the guys that Triple H is prioritizing right now. And you go back into that fold, man. And I mean, Miro ain't going to be the one to beat Walter for the U.S.
Oh
title. He's
no.
also, or the IC title. He's also not going to be the one to beat Theory for the U.S. title. You ain't going to do anything else right now. So be honest. What do you see yourself doing in WWE that you can't do in AEW? I mean, and
Exactly. Oh, Rusev Day, a fucking gimmick that died fucking 4 years ago.
the
Come
best
on, bro.
part, let's be honest, the best part won't even be a part of it. Aiden English is in fucking Impact.
Yeah, Aiden English was the best part of that fucking thing. He was the one that made it Rusev Day. It was literally because of him that it was fun and cool. Like,
Yeah,
bro,
man. I
come on,
mean,
bro. Come on.
yeah,
Show
I
some
don't
damn
know.
respect to your boss.
Honestly, she would have never went out and said, "Oh yeah, Miro's going to AEW." While he was fucking in WWE, that would have never ever happened. So I don't know, man. I don't know. It seems incredibly ridiculous that he had his wife go out and say that. That's not cool whatsoever, man. That's not cool. Yeah, and WWE's not going to be all rainbows and sunshine regardless, man. Look at Johnny Gargano. Like
Bro,
Durante says, Johnny Gargano's blowing a fucking whistle on television.
Triple H don't even got the TV time to use Johnny Gargano on a 3 hour show. You think he's gonna use you? Come on, dog. Come on.
Motherfucker's putting everybody with The Miz. The Miz is going to have a full-blown faction by the time Tommaso Ciampa comes back.
He is, bro. He's gonna have all the big idiots. He's gonna have the fucking AEW rejects.
Oh my god.
I hope most people start calling those guys that too. The ones that are purposely going back, they're fucking AEW rejects.
Oh
They
yeah,
couldn't
let's
be
pull
booked
that
good.
card. Since everybody
I'm
said
saying,
it about them, oh, Miro's just a WWE reject. Why can't these guys be AEW rejects now? Why not?
yeah,
I mean, come on, man.
Come on, bro.
So, Miro apparently doesn't want to take any losses, man, and it is, I don't even know, man. Just come on,
Fuck.
bro. And especially now after that, good luck of ever getting pushed. Because if I'm TK and you willingly said that, not giving a fuck, I'm not pushing you. Plain and simple.
Fuck
Any
you.
plans
Hell
we
no.
had, right out the fucking door, and I'll use them for somebody else. Because show respect. Show some fucking respect to your boss. It's the least you can do.
Literally. Exactly.
So, let's see. We got Dax Harwood, man. We got Dax
This
Harwood.
dude.
He had some interesting things to say about Mr. Cody Rhodes.
Dude.
Dax Harwood will be starting his own podcast, FTR with Dax Harwood, available on ad-free shows very soon. To promote the show's debut, Dax Harwood discussed an issue he still has with Cody. More specifically, Dax Harwood took the issue with Cody, calling the Young Bucks a better tag team than FTR. Cody's reason for saying this is that the Young Bucks allegedly don't practice their matches while FTR allegedly do. He had this to say, and I quote, "Before I came to AEW, I had a big issue with Cody, which I've talked to him about. He did a podcast with Sam Roberts, and Sam Roberts said, 'I'm going to ask you point blank, who's better, FTR or the Young Bucks?' And without skipping a beat, he said the Young Bucks because FTR, they have to practice their matches, and the Young Bucks, they don't. They just come in and have these matches." End quote. To add more intrigue to the situation, Dax Harwood finished the discussion by saying that he hopes to work with Cody very soon, despite the fact that they work, despite the fact that that at the present both of them are signed to different companies. He says again, and I quote, "I took an issue with that because in 18 years at this point, I think I was like 15 or 14, I've never ever practiced a match in my life, and I will never practice a match in my life. That goes to the Speedball Mike Bailey match you saw at WrestleCade. He wanted to practice in the back, and I said, Speedball, I'm sorry, I don't do that. And I'm not going to start today. But they ate at me. But that ate at me because all the stuff that we had built up and we had worked hard to create, I felt he was taking a shit on that by saying we practice our matches. But I got over that. Even though it doesn't sound like I did, I got over it. He and I are very good friends now. We talk all the time, and I think that he is a visionary. I think he is too smart for his own good, and I hope to be able to work with him very, very soon because, I mean, I think I could tear it up with him." End quote. So obviously there was a lot said, but the interesting one, the interesting line in there was Dax Harwood saying, "I hope we can work with Cody very, very, very soon." That's interesting because
Good Lord.
yeah, that's really interesting, man, because FTR, man, well, it looks like they are going to be free agents soon. And FTR's 2023 free agency is a preview of a huge 2024 signing spree in WWE and AEW. Dax Harwood and Cash Wheeler of FTR Golly, man, right at the end. Okay, where did you stop hearing me?
Fuck. Right when this article was done, you started to talk.
Oh, okay. So So that is especially interesting. Charlotte looks like she didn't have us for too long, Durante, but that is especially interesting that he says that he wants to work with Cody Rhodes very, very soon because FTR is set to be free agents in 2023, and this could be a preview of a huge 2024 signing spree in WWE and AEW. Dax Harwood and Cash Wheeler of FTR will reportedly become free agents in April of 2023. In a recent interview with Fightful, Harwood noted he believes FTR's contracts expire in April of 2023. He says, and I quote, "We've thought about it. What if we just take a year off TV?" End quote, said Harwood. He says, and again, and I quote, you might not see us mainstream, but it's so we can rest our bodies and so we can just do things that make us happy and bring us joy, end quote. Though FTR competing on the indies for a year is a real possibility, Harwood's comments also feel like the beginning of a negotiating ploy, with the hardened veteran signaling to the wrestling world that FTR is open for business. FTR's 2023 free agency and the possibility of leaving AEW. FTR's free agency situation is an interesting one. FTR had been one of the first key contracts due ahead of what will be a star-studded free agency in the period of 2024. Kenny Omega, the Young Bucks, Alexa Bliss, Brock Lesnar, the Street Profits, the New Day, and of course MJF are expected to headline a strong class of 2024. Should FTR sign with WWE in 2023, they'll get a jump on the potential defections, which would fewer free agent mouths to feed next year. FTR would become an immediate priority, similar to Cody Rhodes, with the first top star to leave AEW for WWE. WWE would almost be forced to push FTR as a means to signal pending AEW free agents that the grass is greener in Stamford. At the same time, FTR will be wise to wait things out and see how much of an increase WWE will receive during its TV rights negotiation. Led by stud negotiator and co-CEO Nick Khan, WWE landed a $1 billion deal with Fox and NBC Universal, including a $1 billion deal to put the WWE network on Peacock. Okay, what the fuck? Yeah, okay, so that's pretty much a bunch of nothingness. Man.
Fuck.
So, first of all, man, I could totally see FTR going back. As soon as that came out, I felt it. As soon as that started becoming a rumor, because FTR is a Triple H team. And they've been one of these guys who they know that AEW was their only option for so long because there was no going back to WWE. But now that Triple H is in charge, now these are another one of these teams that want to go back and say, well, AEW's not the only option.
Exactly.
Which
they're trying to hide it with the indies. We all know you're going to fucking indies.
Yeah, that, I mean, they might last on the indies a couple months and then sign right back with a major promotion. But then again, these guys are pretty passionate dudes, so I could also see them just doing the indies for a year. But I mean, if we're being 100% honest, they'll probably at the most do a couple months on the indies to rest their bodies, and then at that, they just are going to sign with a major promotion again. And it's most likely WWE, because WWE, Triple H has had nothing but a positive experience with FTR. In fact, he, if you ask me, he is the one who has booked FTR the best. However, you know, they have always kind of given backhanded comments about their booking in AEW, the stop-start booking. So even though they didn't want to outright admit it because they don't want to sound like idiots and like they're completely going back on all the harsh things they said, like a Miro, you know, but
They're not as dumb.
you know, they've kind of given backhanded comments and stuff like that about their stop and start booking and how their feud with the Bucks has been completely mishandled and stuff like that. So they've kind of always done stuff like that, but FTR, man, they are Triple H guys, and I can 100% see them going back. The only problem with FTR going back is that these guys are going back to essentially face nobody. I mean, in terms of tag teams, you have, and not factions, I'm talking about tag teams, you have the War Raiders you can face, and even them at this point are fucking weird. You have the possibility to do a legitimate feud with the Usos and not their Usi hot feud that they had, where they're fucking shaving each other's backs. I mean, other than that, bro, I mean, what are you really going to go and do, man? What are you going to go do in WWE? There's a way bigger plethora of tag teams in AEW. And in AEW, you have the possibility to do indies and other things.
Mm-hmm.
As to where in WWE, you are just strictly WWE, and you can't really wrestle anybody out of that realm. You know, I mean, there's what in WWE is there for them to do?
Exactly, nothing. And people say they could go back to NXT. They don't like Shawn Michaels. They don't. So it's like, why would they go back and work under a guy they don't like?
Oh, well, you kind of got Charlotte for a second.
No, fuck.
Oh, you're good.
Am I good now?
Yeah.
But people might say they go back to NXT. They don't fucking like Shawn Michaels.
No. Yeah.
They don't even like Road Dogg. Road Dogg doesn't like them. Triple H is the only one in that circle that likes them, so they have to stay under Triple H that whole time.
Which is funny though, because Triple H pushed them in NXT, but Triple H didn't really seem to have a problem with. Everybody remembers Raw 25.
Oh, he buried the fuck out of them.
When DX buried the fuck out of them.
X-Pac was the only one that fucking thanked them for that event. X-Pac ain't fucking back there doing shit. You know what I mean? Like, come on, bro. Like, yeah, he booked you good when you were in NXT in 2016, 2017. A lot has changed.
A lot.
He buried you on Raw with his boys purposely. He didn't give a fuck about you.
Yep.
That's all I'm saying, bro. I mean, they want to make that choice, they could go ahead. That just frees up the AEW roster, man. It'll suck to see a tag team like that go of that quality. But at the end of the day, why fight for someone that don't want to be there? Put someone that wants to be in the company in their spot instead, bro. So FTR might leave. They want to send them over there, man. Let that roster bloat up. Because at least with AEW, at least with WWE, the only people they really need right now are tag teams. So an FTR could do them good. But until they get a lot of others, they ain't gonna have nobody to face, bro. Nobody at all.
So that's the thing I had mentioned to you is the only thing that I could see FTR doing that actually, the only thing that FTR could do is resurrect, or pun intended, revive some of these old tag teams. Like we could see DIY get back together.
Mm-hmm.
One thing I mentioned to you yesterday was one of FTR's greatest opponents is the American Alpha. And WWE has been putting Jason Jordan on television. They put him on television, which is something that has never been done.
No.
Can we see Triple H almost have FTR, maybe FTR runs through the Alpha Academy And Chad Gable just says to hell with it with Otis, and maybe that can revive the American Alpha.
I would love to see that. But I would love to see that. She just mentioned American Alpha.
Mm-hmm.
That shit would be heat.
You can have FTR revive some of these other tag teams around you, but and again, man, like Triple H, like Sir K had said, why fight for these guys that don't want to be in your company, man?
Deuces, bro.
You know,
Fucking deuces. If you don't want to be here, don't fucking bring down my guys. Go. Leave.
yeah.
See ya.
And that's another thing, and that's another thing too, because FTR could have very well, FTR could have very well been jobless
Mm-hmm.
because Tony Khan could have said, well, you know, I don't really want you guys here because I have the Young Bucks and I think they're better anyway, so I'll just do it with them. He could have very well had said that, but he didn't. You know what I mean? So it it's it's interesting, man. It's really interesting, but
And I remember back when they first went to AEW, they were talking about all those interviews how if it wasn't AEW, they would have had to stick with WWE. And what happened to everybody a couple months later? They all got fucking fired. You don't think those two would be a part of all those firings? They would have been the re-signed and fired. They would have got that boot too. So think about that.
yeah, man. Yeah, I mean, geez. So FTR, FTR, man. It looks like they're gonna be free agents next year. And if I'm being 100% honest, bro, Meltzer had mentioned it a couple weeks ago after they lost the ROH tag titles. He said that what he thinks is this is going to start a slow build to these guys eventually dropping all the titles, and that's going to lead up until April, and then when that happens, they're just going to be done, which could also be why they got the acclaimed FTR match out of the way now that I think about it, because
Yeah,
if FTR is done, then
don't give them the fucking title. Fuck them.
yeah, don't. I mean, you're not. What are you gonna do? Build this match up on pay per view? Have them give you a banger on Revolution right before they go right back to WWE?
Exactly.
You
Build
know?
them up for that company? Hell no. You can fucking stay doing random shit. Fuck, you can fucking lose to the Gun Club before you fucking leave. You know what I mean? So it's how it is, bro. If they want to go, just let them. TK. Just let them.
Yeah. I mean, there's no point in fighting for these guys that don't want to be in your company. They don't want to be
Nope.
there. They don't want to be there, and that is what it is, man. But that is a story. Not to mention all these other interesting free agents for 2024.
Yeah, it's interesting.
The Elite, Kenny and the Bucks, Alexa Bliss, Brock Lesnar, the Street Profits, New Day. New Day's interesting. If
New
they
Day's
have,
interesting.
we talk about them all the time, bro. But if they have contracts coming up all at the same time, I think those guys are gone. I
I
really
can see
do.
it. I
I
can
mean,
definitely see it.
it also depends how WWE looks. It also depends how WWE looks in a year. You know what I mean? Because I'm sure it'll look a lot better, and I'm sure there'll be a lot of factions for them to face. But those guys wanna. At the end of the day, it don't matter who there is to face, bro. In terms of winning championships and stuff like that, they have won them all.
We've done everything, man.
But the one
And
thing the New Day has never done is won any kind of trios championship.
exactly. And that shit would be heat. They are perfect for trios division. And my
Perfect.
only thing, my only element I think could stop them from going is Big E's injury. But TK is the
Yeah.
type of guy he would hire those three and wait until Big E is good enough to debut them. He's that type of guy. He's that type of guy, man. So I could see that shit happening. So I think it should. I would love that shit. Big E's the only fucking element that could stop it, just because of his injury. But if I was them, bro, I'd go somewhere else, bro. I would, just to do something different. Not no petty shit, just to do different shit.
I apologize. I was still muted. Yeah, man, but that is going to do it for this edition of the news, man. This has been it's going to be an interesting episode, an interesting year. That is 2024, man. That is going to do it for this edition of the Notorious Heels podcast, man. And yeah, so with that, you guys, yeah, man. Thank you guys always for watching and hanging out with us, and Merry Christmas to you guys and all your families, man. And we will see you guys on Monday, man, but obviously that'll be after Christmas. But yeah, man, so that is going to do it for this edition of the Notorious Heels podcast, man. This has been episode 141 of the news. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you guys. It has been always a pleasure for my Johnny Mayhem.
And Sir K.
And that is going to do it for this edition of the Notorious Heels podcast. This has been episode 141. Thank you guys. We love you guys so much. Merry Christmas to you guys. And please like, comment, and subscribe. And we will see you guys on Monday with Notorious Unscripted.
Peace.
I used to get deals on the bitch. Now I throw shields on the dick to stop me from that HIV shit. And niggas know they soft like a Twinkie fillin', playing the villain, prepare for this rap killing. Biggie Smalls is the illest. Your style is played out like Arnold, and that's what you talking about, Willis. The thrill is gone. The black Frank White is here to excite, throw dick to dice. Bitches are like I'm brainless, guns are like I'm stainless steel. I want the fucking fortune like the wheel. I squeeze cats till my clips is empty. Don't tempt me. You don't want the fuck
Here I am, I'll be damned if this ain't some shit. Time to spread the butter lyrics over harmony grip. It's the Mood Killer Death Trap. Yes, I'm a jet black ninja. Coming where you rest at, surrender. Step inside the ring, use the number one contender. Looking cold booty like your pussy in December. Nigga, stop bitching, button up your lippin'. From method, all you gettin' is the can of ass whipping. Hey, I'll be kicking. You son, you doing all the yapping, acting as if it can't happen. Your frontin' got me mad enough to touch something. You want from Shallon, Allen, and ain't afraid to bust something. So what you want, nigga? You want, nigga? I got a 6-shooter and a horse named Trigger. It's real, 94, rugged raw, kicking on your goddamn doors.
something like this.
The world don't have to shit. Everything you get, you got the word.